you guys? Welcome back to another video today. Wow. It's been really a long time coming. It's been months since my last video. I am very sorry. A lot has been going on. A lot has been going on with changes of jobs and there's a lot in personal life, so I haven't really been having time to film. Also, I've been watching the new show of my video today and the second video for the one after this. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Oh, before we start, go follow my social medias, my Instagram, and my TikTok, Twitter. I'm gonna have those right here in a few seconds, and go like, peruse, scroll on there, and let's get right into today's video. So today we're going to be talking, I'm sorry about the noise downstairs. I live upstairs. It's literally a whole family downstairs, so I'll try to like be as loud as I can and try not to have too much noise, but we'll be fine. We'll get through it. I'll stop recording if I have to, if it gets too loud. Whoa, I did not know I just got off work, you guys. I didn't know my necklace was turned. I have notes in front of me, so if I look up to view my notes while I talk about the character, excuse me, I am prepared today. I'm ready, and let's get right into the video.
A sexually confused college freshman with a mean streak. A conservative cheerleader with an inner bimbo. And the last girl anyone would suspect to get pregnant before graduating high school.
Today is about Canada's most popular show in his, I feel like it's the whole United States. Like, it's the most popular television series there is. I'm sorry, you guys, I have a heater next to me, so also if you hear that, apologies. But it's on a timer, so you're gonna hear it come on and off. Actually, I'll just turn it off. I wanted disturbing the video. So today's video is about Degrassi, the next generation, not the next generation. And wow, I've known about Degrassi and I've been hearing about it all over social media for as long as I've been alive, and I never really I feel like I've seen because they used to stream this on Nickelodeon or Teen Nick, whichever. I think preferably it was Teen Nick if I'm not mistaken. They used to stream this on actual Nickelodeon platform, but they stopped as it ended. Like towards the, they didn't, I think they showed like the later seasons. I'm not too sure. I think I remember watching a couple of episodes on Nickelodeon because I used to watch Nickelodeon growing up. So I think I seen a couple of episodes because some of it is feeling like deja vu, but I've always known about Degrassi, and I been streaming it on Tubi, the platform service. It's all free episodes. Every season is up on there. I'm pretty sure it's other platforms you can watch it on, Canadian Netflix, whatever. But I am currently watching it on Tubi, so shout out to Tubi. So let's get right into the video. So I'm gonna start. My head is spinning. I do remember I left out Ellie, so talking about characters related to her, I'll throw her in, but I didn't save her section, sadly. But let's start with the class of 2007.
What does this say to you?
Severe mental illness.
Great. First we have is Emma. I could really care less. I could really care less about Emma. She's pretty bit annoying. She thinks she's like the heart of Degrassi. Baby girl, I could care less. I'm pretty sure everybody else could also care less, but I could care less. She's a control freak when it comes to Manny. This is what I've been peeping. She didn't want when Manny got pregnant, she didn't want Manny to get rid of the baby, but she took Manny's side when Craig, I'll get to Craig in a minute, but she took Manny's side, she took Manny's side when Craig wanted her to keep the baby. And honestly, to me, it was given, you know, I don't know, it was given mom kind of like, don't give your baby away, but I'm gonna go off on your baby daddy for you. I mean, I get it. But in this situation, Emma had no right at all. I was sitting there like, she has no say so. Like, this is not your body. This is not you're not going through this. You're not having a child grow inside you at 15. If Manny doesn't want a baby, it's her complete right to not keep a baby. We'll get to that when I talk about Manny and Craig, but that was just also a thing that I really didn't like. She got over it, but she's a control freak. She wants to control Manny in everything she does. It's like, Emma, are you her mom or are you her best friend? I don't know. You want to be a control freak, but you're calling her a slut every other episode? I'm sorry. Weren't you not the one hooking up with Jay in a ravine? Also, let's get into that. Degrassi kind of skipped over Emma having a hand in Rick's demise plan to shoot up everyone that wronged him in the school. Emma had a hand in that. People like to gloss over it and like to be like, oh, it was Jay and Spinner, and yes, I do believe that they were the main cause of the incident, but Emma also had a hand as well, because she tore down, not saying that Rick, the abuser, woman beater, was correct in any situation. He was wrong, but Emma joined in tearing him down. She joined the Rick hate parade. She tore him down. Felt bad for tearing him down because she wanted to be the heart of Degrassi. Whatever. Felt bad. Started being nice to him behind closed doors. And then when he was confused about their friendship and thought it was more, she kind of blew him off disrespectfully. And that kind of was, 1 out of 2 triggering him to, shoot Jimmy. And people like to gloss over that a lot quickly, and I'm just like, did we not remember what Emma said to him prior to what Spinner and Jade said about Jimmy in the bathroom? Did we forget Emma also had a hand? But I'm not gonna solely put that on her because she didn't get Jimmy shot, but she had a big hand in Rick losing his mind. Also, after that, Emma's like acting out, sneaking out almost every other night, going to go see Jay and Ravine. Emma calling Manny a slut, but okay. Anyways, next person, Sean. Sean, as of right now, it's just sad. As of right now, it's sad. It's sadness. I pity him. I'm just sad, and there's really not much to say because currently where I'm at of Degrassi, I'm watching seasons 1 through 5. I didn't say that in the beginning, I'm sorry. I'm watching seasons 1 through 5, and I'm currently at season 5, halfway, like 3 episodes in, I believe. And Jay just went back to live with his parents in wherever that was. Okay. I mean, the parents that abandoned you, that you were depressed over almost half, like the complete season of you being at Degrassi, you were depressed over the parents that abandoned you, and you go back to heal with said parents. Maybe not the brightest I don't know how that's gonna work for you. Maybe not the brightest idea. I say go see a therapist. I say go see a counselor. But, maybe that's where he needs to be to get himself right. We'll see when he gets back. We'll talk about him next video, see where, it takes us. But it's just sad. It's just sad. And when he potentially finally said that he could possibly be the reason Rick is dead, my heart broke because we obviously seen how that tore him up. He was losing his mind. He was literally going crazy. And, I guess they let him do it, but it's like, no one's gonna give him help. We're just gonna watch him fall apart. I mean, but he went back to his mom, but we could have told someone else. Next character is Toby. Barely in this anymore. We're at season 5, so he's barely in this. He stopped being in this, at the beginning of season 3, I believe. He was only in this for, 2 seasons, really. They stopped giving him a storyline. Didn't fully show how Rick's situation messed him up. They didn't show how, like, they were best friends. I don't know if everyone just kind of glossed over that rather quickly, but him and Rick were best friends. And JT kind of like pushing Toby in the dark because he started hanging out with Rick is very understandable, and I stand on JT's side with that. I was very much on his side watching that. I'm like, you ghost your best friend for I don't know how many years, but I'm pretty sure it was a minute. You ghost your best friend for some years to hang out with this new kid who started beating on one of your classmates. That was his supposedly girlfriend. No, I didn't like that. But Rick being friends with Toby, I didn't put Rick in this, but him being friends with Toby helped him, I guess, because before he was just terrorizing Terry, and I'm just like, get away from my sister. He was terrorizing her way too much. He didn't have any friends, but once he started getting friends, it was more so onto him. In that scene when he was getting ready for, I think it was a contest, and Toby came over, and his mom was like, oh my god, they met Toby, and he was like, Mom, this is my friend that, we're gonna rule the school, me and my new friends, Emma, Toby, Spinner. I'm just like, mind you, Spinner just was nice to him like a minute before this, and I'm just like, I knew then it was a disaster, because Toby's reaction, they didn't like him like that. They felt sorry for him because, they seen that he had an issue. But, I mean, I'm not going to blame it on the kids because they're children. Where are the adults? Where are the adults? We don't know. Because Spike and whatever, the other one, Spike and Snake, they're all doing whatever, having a baby, arguing with Emma. It's just a mess. There's no adults. Next character, Manny. Queenie, bad bitch. I love Manny. The Prego plot was insane, to say the least. Glad she didn't keep it. I'm sorry. I'm glad she didn't keep it. If she would have kept it, I would have been happy for her, because I'm pretty sure she would have made an amazing mom. I love Manny, but I'm glad she didn't keep it. She's far too young. And, like, the school was they were already naming her to be Degrassi's harlot. So imagine if she would have actually had the baby. Nightmare. I'm glad she didn't. Craig acting like he wanted to keep the baby. Craig don't want no kids, y'all. Craig don't want no kids. I was sitting there watching Craig do all of that, and I'm just like, you don't want no kids. It's literally quite funny how literally a season ago, Craig, Manny was too immature and she was too young for you, and you guys, you were just butthurt about Ashley, and you used Manny as a crutch, and now all of a sudden you want a baby. You don't want no baby. And look at where we are now. Not with Manny. So glad that was stopped. I'm trying to read my notes and see what else happened for Manny. That I wrote, about the plot line. Her dad is going to hell. Her dad, I didn't make a section for parents, but her mom, spineless. Her dad is going to hell. Her mom, you sat there and you had your husband call your daughter a slut up and down almost every day. She tried to have a conversation with him. You're spineless and you're weak and you don't have any respect for your daughter. Literally, what are you here for? Also, in your husband, why are you with the man who's berating your daughter, calling her all types of hoes and harlots all up and down the fucking street? Because, because she wants to be an actress? Because she's wearing different clothing? Like, she wears those type of clothing because people in her life, aka her parents, don't take her seriously. She wants to be her actor. She's an actress. I love that for her. Them doing that little movie, whatever, with that older guy, what's his name? I don't know, but he kind of looks like what's his name? Jack Black. I don't know if I'm saying the right person, but he kind of looks like him. That guy, she did an amazing job in that little, from the clips that I've seen, she did good. So I really have faith in her acting career. I really hope she takes that up. But I really just felt bad for her until season 3. Manny was really good because she had her makeover, because the first 2 seasons, it wasn't looking good. It wasn't looking good, and I was kind of side-eyeing her, but she had her makeover and she got significantly better. She had a personality of her own, and she was calling everybody out. Yep, everybody was jealous, and it was clear, and Manny confronted it, and for that, she's queenie. None of these bitches could. None of these other bitches could. I've seen the edits. I've seen the TikToks, the comparisons. Yeah, you bitches are out. Anyways, that's Manny. Next character is JT. JT is funny. That's about it. I know he's on borrowed time. I've seen some Degrassi spoilers, so I know he's on borrowed time. Where I'm at now, him and Liberty and the baby, my mind is spinning. I thought my mind was spinning before. My mind is spinning directly now. So, JT is in and out with the whole pregnancy thing. It's like, I want to be there, but don't have a baby. I want to be there, but let's put the baby in adoption. Now it's, I want to keep the baby. We're going to see where it goes from here, because I don't even want to predict, because I have no clue. I have no clue as to where we could possibly go from here. The news of him finding out he had a kid, maybe we should. But that's just my initial thought. Other than that, him and Toby no more. They were best friends, and now they're not. Toby started hanging out with the woman beater. Woman beater got killed. Toby is now nowhere to be found. And JT only goes to Toby when he has a problem with Liberty. So it's like, because I like their friendship in the beginning. It made sense. But now it's like, well, damn. No more. I wrote this in here because when I was watching the earlier seasons, I said he wanted Manny because he was just a horny kid. Literally, the only aspect of him talking about Manny was because of how she dressed and how she looked and how she turned him on, essentially. It really wasn't true feelings for her. He just wanted her because she was hot. It wasn't serious. So all those ships of JT and Manny, they're friends. More like brother and sister. Calm down. When Manny started checking out of that little, at first I was gonna ship because they were kind of cute at first, but when Manny started checking out and stopped feeling him after the pool situation, so did I. I was like, oh, my sister's out, so am I. I'm sorry. I don't have nothing to do for you. Can't do anything for you. Next character is Liberty. I like Liberty. I do. Actually, I love Liberty. She's running the school. Queenie. Oh, back to Manny. Speaking of running things, back to Manny. We're gonna jump back to Manny real quick. Manny running the spirit squad when Paige was nowhere to be found. Exactly. And I'm gonna get to Paige, but period on Manny on running the spirit squad, because people like to also act like Manny didn't have a hand in that, but Liberty ran the whole entire school. Her and JT being pregnant was kind of bizarre, and I feel like that was just like, we didn't have anything else for Liberty, so let's just give her a just plot line of pregnancy. Like, I feel like we could have came up with something different because Manny just had that, but like, you know, I don't write no shows, so you know, who am I? But that's about it. I mean, she's taken control over her pregnancy. I like that. She has a say-so in her body, and she's like not putting up. And I kind of am in disagreement with everybody when they're like, oh, Liberty's being too hard on JT. She's pushing him away, yada, yada, yada. It's time to grow up. Liberty's having a kid. It's a baby. What do you mean she's being too hard on him? I think she's not being hard enough. But that's all of the 7th graders. I hope they do well in the next couple of seasons. But that's my thoughts on the 7th graders. Yeah.
La 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 Must you?
Next is the class of 2006, 8th grade. This is the class above them, the older ones. Jimmy. First up, I like Jimmy. Him getting shot was super, super sad. That episode, no words. No words. Really, the only guy I tolerated and liked up until now, yeah, really the only guy that I like now, really, he's like the only decent guy as of right now. Craig is okay, but Craig has a lot of up and downs, and it's a lot of downs. It's a lot of downs, and Craig is going through things. They're all going through things, but Craig is... I'm trying to stick with Craig, but it's getting annoying. But, I hated him and Ashley. I loved him and Hazel. Him and Hazel are still together as of right now. I did get a spoiler that ends quickly because he's gonna leave, and I see it as of where I'm at right now. It's setting up for him to fall for Ellie, and I'm not doing so well. I'm not doing so well because why are you breaking him and Hazel off? What? Why would that end? What did Hazel do other than be a good girlfriend? She was there every step of the way. She was literally on camera every time you seen Jimmy. Other than the little wheelchair basketball plot. But other than that, you see Hazel every time you see Jimmy, and it's like, how is she not a good girlfriend to where they would break up? The only... It's just maddening. The wheelchair basketball plot, as of right now, with him telling his dad to let him live his life. I love that. That actually made me like Jimmy a lot more for standing up on himself, because his dad is... I'm sorry if you have parents like this. But, I'm good that he stood up for himself, and he, told his dad, you're not gonna live my life. I'm gonna live my life the way I want. Good for him. Next character is Terry. I love Terry, but they, got rid of her. They just kind of wrote her off in a coma. Not really, because she was getting better. They said she was getting better. I remember them saying, oh, Terry's out of the hospital doing good. And nothing, she doesn't come back to the school. I mean, I really, honestly, I wouldn't either. With everything happening, I wouldn't either. But she was actually better before... I'm sorry, you guys, I just got off work. So if you see sweats... She was actually better before Rick died. So where was she? Rick is going to hell. I mean, well, he's in hell now. But he's suffering for what he did to her. Why wasn't no one... I feel like the situation escalated it when it shouldn't. Escalated when it shouldn't. I'm sorry. Because they knew Rick was hitting Terry the first time it happened. And I loved I loved Hazel and Paige for stepping in and telling her, this is not right. You need to tell somebody. And if he's hitting you, you need to report him and have it handled. Terry was falling for him, so of course she didn't want to do it. But I'm glad she got to her senses and told him, don't touch me anymore. But of course it didn't stop. Then I was literally sitting in pain when I seen my sister fall on that rock. It was sad. It was very, very sad. I'm glad she's better. Hopefully she's doing better in life. She didn't come back to the show, so hopefully she's doing well. Next person is Ashley. It should have been her. I'm sorry. That was a bit mean, but it should have been her. I don't really like Ashley. She's a bit of annoying. She irritates me every time she gets a story, because it's like, what are you here for? She sucks. She sucks. Band-wise, music-wise, she sucks. When she went to London, well, she's currently in London now as of where I'm at. She's still in London, cheating on Craig, so I could care less. Hope she stays there. I know she's not gonna stay there. I know she's coming back because I've seen some of the spoilers. So But I'm just gonna be in happiness as of right now as she's gone. Because yeah. Next character is Gavin Spinner. Also another one of my faves. Super funny. I literally laugh every time he's on screen. Got Jimmy shot and he deserved the outcast. You know, he deserved that. They made him an outcast he's still an outcast as of right now. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I mean, it's not looking like it's lasting too long because what's her name? Darcy. She's starting to talk to him. So, it's not gonna last too long, but they iced him out long enough because he deserved that. He set Jimmy up, deserve hell. But I like Spinner. He suffered. He's okay. He's doing well. He's proven himself time and time again. He's really sorry. Let's back off. He's not the only one, and he wasn't as evil as the other guy. Glad he worked on his homophobia when the whole... Also, I'm gonna put Marco after him because I didn't write Marco down, but I remember Marco. When the Marco plotline came out of coming out and everything, he told Spinner, that reaction was scary. I almost about to cut the line at Spinner. I was like, I'm not gonna like you if you're gonna be a homophobe. But he turned around rather quickly. Exactly. That's king. But yeah, that's Spinner. Next is Marco. I'm going to throw him in really quickly because I didn't write him down for some reason. I don't know why. But, I like Marco. Him and Dylan, I'm glad that ended. Because it wasn't what it was supposed to be. It wasn't what it was supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be anything at all because Dylan isn't Dylan in college? I don't know what grade Dylan is in, but he was older. And he was the same age as Paige's teacher. Now, if Paige's teacher got in trouble for that, I'm glad they phased Dylan out for that. Hopefully he doesn't return, but who knows? Knowing Degrassi, he'll probably come back. But I'm glad that ended. Him coming out to his parents and everything was super, super cute. His mom reaction was kind of sturdy, and you know, it was kind of like, I don't really know what those facial expressions mean, but she's fine for now. His dad almost had me. His dad still kind of is still a homophobe, but his dad is. But you're going to hell, sir. You're homophobic. I'm sorry, you're going to hell. Next character is Paige. How far have we grown? Paige was so annoying at first. I literally hated her. She was the devil for the first 3 seasons. Paige now is more likable, probably because they barely write her in. Probably because they barely give her anything to do. I mean, the last time I seen her, she was like she was like some supervisor over some club, I believe, or something, and handing out some type of paper, telling people to sign up. She's barely in this anymore. They kind of just had her character fizz out. I mean, she's becoming cool with Alex, so hopefully her story picks back up because I know they date. So she'll come back, but I'm starting to like Paige now. As of right now, I'm starting to like her more now. I hated her net teacher. And I'm so mad that continued when it should have stopped. I'm glad that they cut that off, and I'm glad Snake I'm glad that he confessed, because this was going on for way too long, and it was a bomb. Like he was a bum. Getting high before your what was that? Was that a school fair? Getting high before the school fair? Smoking a joint with Alex before the school fair? Then telling the school fair instructor that you were high? This is your mom's friend. You don't think it's gonna come back to you and bite you in the ass later? Whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much all of my thoughts on Paige, because she's barely in this now. So that's all of my thoughts on that's all of the characters so far. it's not. Let me throw in a couple more characters because I missed these people. I'm sorry. I kind of wrote these names down. It was a list I was looking up online, so I kind of went with that list. The names that I'm thinking about right now weren't on that list, so not my fault. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna throw these characters in because I kind of forgot. So Ellie, she's a bit racist. Why are you upset at Manny because Craig is falling back for Manny? This is like season 5 previously happening right now as of where I'm at. So it's just like memory embedded, like I just watched it. Why are you upset with... Oh, her also, I just watched the episode of they were performing at that wedding for that guy that Craig's stepdad is talking to, dating, whatever. That girl. Sorry, I said guy. The girl, sorry. I'm so sorry. That girl that his dad is dating. Her friend's wedding, I believe that was what it was. So Craig invited Manny to tag along because he felt sorry for her because she was getting called whores and hoes up and down Degrassi halls from everybody at that school. And he invited her because, you know, he saw how down she was, and also he was going through a recent breakup. So I kind of like him for doing that. It was nice of him to do that because her friend Emma isn't present right now. But because she's also tagging along, calling her a whore every other day. But so I'll get to that situation too. So he invited her along with that, and Ellie was jealous because she wants alone time with Craig. I'm sorry. You want alone time with Craig? Go to his house after school. Why do you have to do it at some gig you're performing at? Like, this is a whole wedding and you think this is lovey-dovey time for Craig and Ellie? You have whole meetings you go to together. Do it there. I don't know. I'm really not. I don't dislike Ellie, but she's I don't like her either. She's annoying. And she's, quite frankly, I feel like she's there. I don't know. Maybe my opinion will change, but as of right now, it's just sad and depressing. She was going through that bit depressing stage when she first got introduced. I forgot what happened to her, but clear signs of depression. She started cutting herself. And that's why I really feel bad for her. Like, it wasn't me disliking her. It was just me feeling pity for her. Because it's like, I seen her depressed. I seen her going through the signs of depression. And I seen her cutting herself. And her mom was an alcoholic the whole entire time, causing her to cut herself. I'm like, home life isn't home right now. There's literally no place like home. Get her out of here. I'm glad she moved in. My head. She moved in with Jay. I'm sorry, guys. She moved in with Jay. He left her to go stay with his parents. Not Jay, Sean. Excuse me. She moved in with Sean. He left her to go live with his parents. So she was just left with the rent, and now she's what? Now it's just like wait, did she move back in with her mom? Or did she move someone else in with her? I don't remember which one it was, but it was either or. Her mom, you're going to hell. You need help. First, you need to go to rehab. Then you need to go to hell. That's Ellie, though. I hope it gets better. The crush on Craig is really, really sad, but it's looking like it's not going anywhere, and I feel like Craig is not going to do anything to stop it. He's trying to avoid it now. You can tell it's clearly him like friend-zoning her and Manny at the same time. You can clearly see where it's going, but it's not gonna be good. Next is Jay. Nuisance as of right now. Well, nuisance before. As of right now, he's kind of okay because he's not really in it. Just what has he done so far but cause chaos? Literally doing whatever with Emma in that ravine, giving her silly rubber bands for oral sex. It was her gift, her present for giving you oral sex. Rewards for that. And then whatever I don't know if they're like friends or whatever he's doing with Alex and her friend. That was bizarre. Him and Spinner setting up Jimmy. You're causing chaos all up and down Degrassi. You're a menace. You're a menace, and quite frankly, I don't want you here. I don't want you here, but if you're not going to change and cause any good in this school, I don't want you here. As of right now, he's expelled, roaming around Spinner's job, being friends with Spinner because they got Jimmy shot, so stay over there, I guess. But as of right now, he's a menace, and he's in hell. He's going to hell. I really don't have anything much else to say. Next is Alex. This is the last character I'm gonna discuss. I like Alex. She's funny. That's pretty much about it. She just comes in for comedic relief. She moves everyone else's plot and helps everyone else plot, mainly Paige. And she's never really given one of her own. I don't even know if she was dating Jay or if they were just friends. But she's associated with him, so not a good life. Obviously not a good life. I do know it's something going on with her mom and her home life. I did hear her say that in the recent episode I just watched, Talking to Paige. And she said something about her home life and her mom. It's not looking too good. It's not a good life. Hopefully it gets better for her, but as of right now, I like her. She's comedic relief, and I'm just praying for whatever is going to happen. I'm just praying it gets better. I'm gonna do my thoughts on worst in bed, but that's all the characters. I'm sorry, I just kind of skipped whatever I was just gonna say just then. That was all my thoughts on all the characters of grade 8 and 7. I'm gonna do my thoughts on the relationships.
It's like I try and write and nothing comes out.
So glad I'm not into girls. Okay.
Best relationships in my opinion, they were all disastrous in a way. I like JT and Liberty, but that just ended because the baby situation. So, but I did like them together. They were cute. No, wait, they're still together actually. Sorry, they just decided to keep it. So they're working on things. So I think they're cute. I know you guys ship Craig and Ashley. I think all of Ashley's relationships are boring because Ashley's boring. So I don't know what you want. Ashley isn't in the category. Oh, she's in the one with the worst couples though. Just wait. I didn't like Craig and Manny. Didn't like that. Didn't like Craig and Ashley. Didn't like Ashley and Jimmy. Oh, Spinner and Paige. I actually liked... Spinner kind of was like a lapdog to Paige, and everybody was kind of like hinting at that. Kind of just like paraded around her like a good boy. But I did like them together. She kind of like kept him together. But that's because Spinner is kind of easily... He's easily to reshape if you may. I also do like Hazel and Jimmy as of right now, but that's gonna get wasted because he's into Ellie. So worst couples: Jimmy and Ashley, Ashley and Craig, JT and Manny. Be serious. What's her face? Emma and Sean, train wreck. Sorry, you guys. I don't like that. Oh, Peter. Peter just picked up also in season 5 currently. Demon. I'll save Peter for the next video. I'll wait until his character gets a plot more. But you're a bit of a demon spawn. You're a bit of a demon spawn. Emma's recently into him now, but he just sexually assaulted your best friend and shared her news around the school. Whatever. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the worst and best couples of Degrassi. They're all train wrecks. I really feel like y'all do not need to be dating each other. I feel like y'all need to find new people to date because within your grades, within these two grades, 7 and 8, it's getting a bit ridiculous. It's getting a bit ridiculous with the back and forth, the switching, and it's getting my mind. I can't. And the babies coming out of it? No, stop immediately. But that's my thoughts on Degrassi from seasons 1 through 5. I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts. What I hope for through seasons 5 through 10, I can't even give you wishful thinking because I don't know. I hope it gets better, but we just got new characters, and the characters that we just got in, Darcy, Peter, what's that boy name? Derek. Like, it's not looking right. But those are my thoughts on Degrassi Next Generation seasons 1 through 5. I hope you guys enjoyed my little video for this. I'm gonna make another one from 5 to 10, and then maybe 10 through 14 if I like the later seasons, because I don't know if I'm gonna like it too much, because I really have a big issue with liking, like, because I'm like that with all of the shows, with like shows that have like a lot of seasons. I sort of like the earlier seasons more, and I fall off between season 8. Like Grey's Anatomy, I stopped watching after Lexi died in the plane crash. What's another show that I recently just kind of broke off? Walking Dead, kind of broke that one off. Supernatural, after season 10, I kind of stopped watching. Like if it's long, hopefully Degrassi isn't like that. I don't think it's like that. I think each year gets better because it's getting better each season. So hopefully it's not like that for me, and I actually finished the complete series. I'm gonna try to for your guys' sakes, but you know, we'll see. But I hope you guys like my initial thoughts on Degrassi seasons 1 through 5. Again, go like, comment, subscribe, follow my Instagram, TikTok, and whatever. Let me put those back up here. Twitter again, whatever. Go follow, like, enjoy yourselves on there, and get ready for my next video coming up after this. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you guys think, and which shows should I watch and react to next. It's gonna be a minute after I finish filming this one because this one is taking so much of my time. Literally, it took me 4 or 5 months to prepare for this video, and I'm pretty sure this video isn't that long. But that's because I planned it out and wrote everything down. But yeah, I feel like if I didn't organize this, I would be sitting here for hours. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I feel like I'm repeating myself, so I'm gonna end it. Thank you guys for watching, and Renee is out.